Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Hale and I will be your Calculus 2 online teacher. And so I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit about the class and how I want you to approach the class and what is expected of you each week. So first thing, when you go to Canvas, you want to make sure you're going through Google Chrome or Firefox. Do not use Internet Explorer, but you'll go to the Northwest homepage, northwestms.edu. Okay, and then I'm going to have to log under the staff link, but you'll log in right there under Canvas under the student link. All right, so let me get logged in really quick. It's important that I know most of you will just save this login on your computer, and you won't have to do that each time. Make sure you do remember what your password is and what your login name is, because when you do, you will have to come to campus and take a proctored midterm and final exam, and you will need to be able to log in, so you need that information. So make sure you write it down. All right, so right here, when you get into Canvas, you'll click your courses, and you'll find here's our Calculus 2 course. Okay. Anyway, mine looks a little bit different from yours. Let me right now go into make sure mine looks like yours so you can kind of see everything. Okay, so you just won't have the purple on the bottom, but here is the homepage for this class. I've got my name, it's got my email. Email is definitely the best way to contact me. You can message me straight like that, but I'd rather you see this inbox over here. You can hit that, and I'd rather you message me for Canvas, because I will get those messages quicker than I will if you email my straight Northwest email. So try to just inbox me through here. Office phone number, but it is the summer and I will not be in my office very often. I will make sure on this Thursdays every week that between 10 and 12 I am checking my email pretty regularly if you have questions, but I'll also check it every day. Okay. And then you obviously got this video if you're listening to me now. Okay, but what you'll do is everything that you do pretty much in this class is going to be under this modules tab, and so you can get to that modules tab by just clicking the modules link right there, or every time you hit the start here, it'll take you to modules. Okay. The first module is a pre-built e-learning. It's in everybody's Canvas class. It's just their orientation. You do want to go through it just so you're familiar with everything. You skim it. This orientation quiz, you're supposed to take it. It does not affect your grade in any way. I don't count it for a grade. But a lot of times before you can get to any of the other modules, you have to at least pass that. Everything else will be locked for you. So make sure you do that. Okay. This course introduction module is super important. This lists everything you need to know about the class. It's got a little introduction for me, and then I've got all the documents you need, and I said you should print out the starred documents. You'll need these. This is the course outline for the class. This is going to tell you how everything works. It's going to tell you the book information. It's going to tell you the grading policy. It's also got the calculator policy in here. Please be aware of this calculator policy. We do not allow any graphing calculators. So you are going to be restricted to one of these three models or a lesser model. If you show up to take your proctored midterm and final, I don't want anybody to be super shocked when they say, oh, you can't use, if you've got a non-authorized calculator. The best one in my opinion, of these three is this last one. I highly recommend getting that one, but you cannot use a graphing calculator. There's nothing stopping. There's no way I can stop you from using a graphing calculator when you're just doing your work on your own, but please be aware when you come to the test, that proctor is not going to let you have that graphing calculator. But there's that, and then grading policy, like I said, everything you need to know. Talks about homework and quizzes and all that stuff. It's got dates for the midterm and the final exam. Please make sure you make a note of those dates, and you will be expected to come to campus one of those 2 days, or go to a proctoring center if you don't live around one of the Northwest campuses, and I can help you get that set up. You just need to let me know ASAP so I can help you get set up at a different school to take your exam. But anyway, that is, like I said, the course outline. Print that out. There's the syllabus for this class. It gives you a list of topics that we will cover this whole semester, but I don't know that you need to print it out. Then here's an explanation of how I grade the course, response time with email. Here's the attendance policy. It's real important. You're going to have weekly quizzes due, and That's how I take roll each week. As long as you do the quizzes that are due for that week, you get a present. In the summer, you're allowed to miss 1 week's worth of quizzes, and if you miss a second week, then I have to fail you out. So make sure you keep up with what's due each week. You're going to submit your homework through Canvas, through a link. You're going to do PDF documents. So I gave you directions on how to do that. You want to download this free CamScanner app. Now, I also use one called Scanner Pro that I paid for, but you just any kind of similar app, you might have one you like better, but this tells you all about how to do that, how to submit your homework, and I give you examples and all that. But you will do your homework and then scan it into whatever app of your choice and upload it as a PDF document. It will not take a JPEG, so make sure that you have those directions and understand those. Here's the textbook information. I know that some of you are not, if you're a Northwest student, you should already have the textbook, but some of you are not Northwest students and you may have used a different textbook for calculus, and I know that those textbooks are super, super, super expensive. So here's a link that I posted. Hopefully, I don't know how long it will work, but hopefully it will work for you. But this is a free PDF version of the book. So if you, I don't want anybody going and spending hundreds of dollars on this calculus book if you're just taking Calculus 2 with me for just this one semester. Now, if you're going to have all 4 calculus out of this book, you definitely want to get it. But otherwise, you could use this, and you can, flip the pages. You can also move this bar down here so you don't have to, flip page by page. But this is, you will do homework out of this book, so you definitely need access to the book so you can get your homework questions, but there's a way to get it. There's the course outline again, grading policy, due dates calendar. I print this one out. There's stars by this one. This is super important. This will tell you what you got coming each week. So, here we go. You can see these are broken down by weeks, and this tells you it's the due date's June 3rd. That's always due. Sundays nights at midnight are my due dates, and so you can tell what you have. You've got 2 homeworks to submit the first week and 2 quizzes to do and a discussion board. And that's pretty much each week. You're going to have 2 homeworks, 2 quizzes, 2 homeworks, 2 quizzes, and then 3 times during the semester you'll have a discussion board to do in there. But here's what's to be submitted and the due date. It's got midterm and final exam dates on there, so you can see all that. But this is super important, this due dates calendar. Print it out and have it handy. Make sure you're keeping it with that so you don't fail out if you miss more than 1 week's worth. Again, there's a calculator policy, and then here's how we'll do proctored exams. So all that is in that course introduction module. And then right after that is, again, this is where to find what in the site. That's a pre-built e-learning office, something that we have to have in here, but I don't know that you will need that. And then, so you can see from that due dates calendar for the first week, okay, this is for the week of this, you have these 2 lessons. And so each lesson will work just like this, okay. You will have, it'll tell you what we're covering out of the book. This links to the syllabus, and it tells you why, I'm covering that material because it's in the syllabus. All right, I'm going to tell you what section we are. I'm going to tell you what pages to look over. Any of these examples that I tell you, those are just really good examples to review. But here's what I want you to do each week. Okay, I've got the notes for this section. So they'll look like this. I want you to print them out. Okay, it's just a Word document you'll print out. And you want to have those handy, read through them. And then if you notice, I've got all of the examples. The examples are blank, okay, because I want you to make your own notebook as we go through this class. The examples are blank, and what you'll do, if you want them filled in, the examples, you can click on that. I'm hoping that you don't need those, but what you'll do is print out the notes, and then here's a YouTube video, and all those examples that I had are right here, and it's me working through them, teaching you how to do them. I do talk a little bit fast because I was trying to get the videos as short as possible, but you can slow down. You can slow down the video, and you can rewatch it over and over again, pause it, whatever, but use the videos to fill in those notes. And if you missed something, you could click on the filled in notes, but I really want you to do the blank notes, and here's how to work the problems. So I'll show you that, and then we've got in the next section, and again, here are the blank notes, here's the video that goes with it, use it, fill it in. Here's a list of just practice from the book. So if you have a section you don't feel real confident in, try these practice homework questions. The answers for the odd are in the back of the book. But then those are not due to me, okay? These are only for practice. It says right there, these are only for practice. When you get ready to do your homework that's due, okay? So here's the homework for lesson 1. Again, those directions on how to do that CAM Scanner app are right there. Same directions as before, okay? And then if you don't have your book yet, because I know it's the first week, I went ahead and gave you, I copied them from the book, but remember there's that link to the free PDF book. You could get that too, okay? But what you'll do is for the first homework, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to do 5 problems, and I gave you a hint on number 10, and it said number 9 was very similar. Check the answer, in the back of the book, and you can see how to do that. But those 5 problems, you have to work them in order, label it with page numbers, box your answers, make it all neat, okay? And then when you get ready to, when you're going to use your CAM Scanner app or whatever app, you're going to scan it in, you're going to save that as a PDF document. And once you have that done, then you'll click this lesson 1 homework. It's not open yet because the class doesn't start till May 29th, but once it's open, this will come up and there will be a submit assignment button, and you just hit the submit assignment button, upload your PDF document, and you will be good. Super easy to do that. And then after you feel comfortable and you've done your homework and you feel like you're ready for the quiz, you will take the lesson 1 quiz. Again, this is also closed, but each quiz you get 2 attempts at it. I put a time limit on it, but you can take it 2 times and I'll take the higher the score. But each week this summer, you got 2 of these lessons, so you'll have 2 homeworks, and I keep the homework anywhere from 5 to 10 questions. It's not overwhelming, okay, because I have to grade all of that, but you'll have 2 homeworks and 2 quizzes, okay? But when you do the first one, then you'll go to the next one. Works the same way. It's got blank notes, then it's got the video, then it's got blank notes, and then it's got the video, and then practice problems if you want more practice. Otherwise, here are the ones that you have to turn them in as the PDF, and then take your quiz. But it all works the exact same way each week. It all looks very similar, but that's what you'll do. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell y'all. And then again, you'll come to, I want to show you this. So these are broken down. I want to make sure you see this. So you'll just, each module's due. All right. So those homeworks that you're turning in for me, I want you to be able to use them and study, but you need to make sure you've got them right. So once the due date for the homework is passed, all right, so the first due date for the homework is June 3rd. So this module unlocks June 4th, the very next day, the Monday, and those are the keys. And so if you want to print them out and use them to study for your midterm, you can do that, but I also worked them on paper, and then I used the CAM Scanner app and scanned them in, but you can see the keys, and you can tell if you did yours right or wrong. And so and then you'll have the next week lesson 3 and 4, and then after that, those homeworks are due, here are the keys. So it'll unlock the day after they're due, so you can print those out if you would like. But you've got 6 lessons up until the midterm. Okay, I just haven't gotten to lesson 6 homework. It's a work in progress. Okay, but then you've got, scroll down a little bit more. I'll do a midterm exam review. Make sure you're looking at this. Now, I don't have anything in it right now because I haven't gotten that far, but when you do get ready, you'll click this and it will show you, it'll give you what formulas, anything that you have to have memorized, or it might tell you, all right, these are the ones I'm giving you. It's not too much that I'm giving you on the midterm. On the final, you'll have several formulas that I will provide you, and I'll let you know which ones you have to memorize and which ones I will provide for you on the exam. For the midterm exam, it's pretty much memorize everything. And then, but I will do some practice example problems, and it'll all be here, and kind of break it down like what you really, really need to know. So I'll give you some sort of review right here. So make sure you start checking for that, and then you'll take your midterm exam, and then we'll have the second half of the course, and it'll work the same way. You'll have your lessons, and I'll do a final exam review. So look for that module, and then you'll have your final exam. All right, well, good luck this semester, and I hope it all goes well.